In this video, I'm going to go over 5 things about Medicare supplements that you have to know for today and in the future. Why am I doing this? Is because many times people will call my office, and it's time and time again, I'll generally get one of these 5 questions. And so I thought if I just did this video, this would help clear up a lot of things for you guys. Folks, my name is Jim Grudy. I'm the owner of Seniors on Medicare. I'm a national independent broker that has been working in Medicare supplements for 28 years now. It's been a while. And see, what I do is, being an independent broker, I have access to basically every insurance company out there. I don't use them all, but I use a lot of them. And my job really, as I look at it, is I educate you. I teach you on how Medicare works, how all the different plans work. And then if you want to use me, I would hope you do, we shop the market for you. So let's get off right away into the 5 different reasons. The first off is, most people in the country, most states in the country only have one open enrollment. Either when you turn 65 or you go on Part B for the very first time, you have one open enrollment for a Medicare supplement in your entire life. What that means is, when you're in open enrollment, the insurance company can't ask you any health questions. No matter what your health is, they have to give you the plan with no pre-existing clause. But after your open enrollment is done, then if you decide to apply to an insurance company or change plans, they can ask you health questions, and they do. That's one reason why I handle so many different companies, is because the way I work is I review everyone's coverage every year, and if I can find them a better plan that's going to save them money, $200-300, I call them up, and then I have to do the underwriting. We ask them health questions, and if we can move them, then I'll move them to another company. There are states in the country that they have an annual open enrollment, or there's an open enrollment all the time. But for the most part, you guys, you're going to have one open enrollment. So this is really, really important, because you have a choice now. When you select a supplemental plan, you're either going to go with a Medicare Advantage plan or a Medicare Supplement plan. If you go with the Medicare Advantage plan, and if something happens when your first year you don't like it, yes, you can switch to a Medicare supplement, no questions asked. But after that first year, if you have problems down the road, which a lot of people do, it's when you start using those plans, that's when people find that they're not as popular as they thought they would be. Then they want to switch to a supplemental plan. If you have a lot of health problems, then it gets really difficult. Okay. Now, there is a national an enrollment period every year that does take place. That's in the fall, but it has nothing to do with Medicare supplement plans. That has to do with your prescription drug plan, and if you do have a Medicare Advantage plan, the Part C of Medicare, those 2 items can be changed every year, no questions asked. But a lot of times people think, well, I have a supplemental plan, I just wait till the fall and I can change it then. No, you can change a supplement any time of the year, as long as you qualify. Okay. Now, the third thing a lot of folks will ask me is, can I see my doctor? Will my doctor accept my plan? With a Medicare supplement, your network is the United States and all its territories. So you could be in Guam and you have coverage. See, there are no networks with a supplemental plan. As long as a doctor works with Medicare people, you're covered totally. It's the only time you have to worry about, is my doctor in the network, is if you have a Medicare Advantage plan, and I'm not talking about those today. I'm talking about Medicare supplement plans. So you can see any doctor, any specialist. You don't have to get a referral. You don't have to do anything. You just go to the doctor and call them up, make an appointment, and you go. I mean, that happened to me last fall. I had some back problems. My doctor referred me to another specialist. I called him up, says, we can't get you in for 3 weeks. I got online. I found another back specialist. I was in his office within 2 days. That's a supplemental plan. That's a good plan. Another thing people worry about is, will my claims get paid for? How do they pay? Every company out there, supplemental plans, you will get all your claims paid. You'll have no problem. See, the way claims are done with Medicare supplements is the doctor bills Medicare, Medicare determines what the customary fee would be. They pay the doctor directly, and then Medicare bills your insurance company. Now remember now, Medicare is the primary, the insurance company is the secondary. When the primary pays towards the claim, the secondary has to pay. So you won't have any problems with claims. I mean, that the back problem I had, I ended up having a minor back surgery and I had $60,000 in claims. I had no bills. It was all paid for. It was wonderful. It really was. So it doesn't matter what company you go with, your claims will get paid. Okay. Now, the fifth thing, and this is probably one of the important things that people aren't going to be real thrilled with. When you have a supplemental plan, you have to shop those things every couple years, unless you have a broker that does that for you. A lot of times, and I don't understand this, but people will come in and they'll see all these videos, and then they go off on their own and they go through mail order. But they don't realize that every couple of years now, if they want to stay with a competitive price, they're going to have to start shopping a plan themselves. Versus if you went through a broker like somebody like me, I do that automatically. Every year I look at somebody's premium, what they're going to be paying, and then I compare it to what's available presently on the market for them. And if they can save a couple of $100, a lot of times people will move. I mean, just yesterday I did 3 of my clients I called up. 2 of them decided to go. One said, it's not much of a savings. I'll just stay here. Yes, it's fine. That's good. But the husband and wife, they're going to save about $300 because we're just going to move them, and it's 10 minutes of their time and it's done. So that's something you're going to have to do, because you don't want to buy a supplemental plan and keep it for the rest of your life. If you do that, at a certain point, you're going to be spending $500 to $1,000 more than you have to. Lastly, I'm going to throw a bonus in here. A lot of times, people don't understand is that if Medicare denies a claim, why won't my insurance company pay for it then? That's why I have them. That's not how it works. If Medicare denies a claim, your supplemental plan will not pay the bill either. It's yours. But the thing you need to know is doctors nowadays, a lot of times they'll know if Medicare is going to approve of the service. And if they know that they're not going to approve of the service, they have you sign a form saying in that you will still pay the bill. Just be aware of that. You don't have to sign that form. You do not have to do that. But that's pretty much most things that people ask me about. I hope this has been some help to you. If you have any questions, you've got my phone number. But what I would really suggest you do is go look at this next video. It's about how to buy a supplemental plan. That's key. A lot of folks will look at the stuff they get in the mail and look at the premium and say, oh, that's wonderful, I'll pay that, that's no problem. And they buy it. Bad decision. Bad decision. So any questions, give me a call, and have a good day, folks. Bye-bye.